Well, hello, happy thinkers. It is Melissa, creator of Think Me First here, and we are shooting live our 23rd episode of WTF. So if you join us, give me a little wave so I can see you. Otherwise, I'm not able to see when you appear. So, okay, today we are going to talk about 9 ways to be a better person and to be happy. Again, if you're just joining us, wave to me so I can see you. Oh, it's Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Nice to see you this evening. Glad you could join us. So again, we are going to be talking about the 9 ways to be a better person and to be happy. So, believe it or not, everyone wants to be happy. Even the angriest person in the universe wants to be happy. It's just maybe they don't know how. So when I was searching for happiness, it kind of took me a while, but I was able to develop a persona of someone who I wanted to actually be, or someone I didn't mind being, and I was a happier person. So you're saying, Melissa, how do I become a better person? And I got the answer for you. 9 ways for you to become a better person. So number 1 of those ways is going to be willing to change. And we have talked about this on numerous occasions, that you need to have a positive growth mindset. So change is the only way to grow. Now, I'm not saying change the type of person you are, but there are things that you need to change about yourself or be willing to change as you grow. And I do want to be cautious with you here, though. When I say change to be a better person, this doesn't mean that you can go out and change someone else. They have to be willing to make that change. So don't get the two confused, because it's not going to happen. Number 2 is to stop making excuses. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, if I made a mistake, sometimes I would place blame, or I would make excuses as to why I made that mistake or something. And as I got wiser, I did learn that I need to take responsibility for my actions, especially if I truly made the mistake. And what I noticed was when I did this, it was kind of easier to do. And I learned from being accountable and making mistakes. So I learned to achieve much more than I would have normally if I had blamed somebody. Many people fail to understand why they make mistakes, and this is when they're doomed, because they're going to repeat it. That's why it's very important to take accountability for the mistake that you made and understand why you made that mistake, learn from it, and this is how you grow. It's also a very big sign of maturity. So number 3 is stop being angry. I'm not saying everyone's angry, but we all get angry from time to time. And your rage and your anger will alter your decision-making skills. So controlling your anger it's a difficult task, but when you learn to master it, it's very, very beneficial to you, and you can learn a lot from it. Staying angry, it doesn't solve any problems at all, but it only creates more. I have an article on anger. If you go to my website, thinkmefirst.com, and just go up in the right hand corner, there's a search bar. Just type in anger and it'll take you to that. It'll also have tips and tricks there to control anger, some anger management hacks. But some things that we have talked about before, and they all kind of are similar, is, meditation, exercising. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you this evening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So some anger management tips would be maybe like to relax, go outside, enjoy nature, meditate. Some people will exercise, others will write. Stress balls, there's many, many different things you can do. And again, depending on who you are or how you deal with things, it's going to be different for everyone. But so number 4 is going to be a role model. And when I say this, once you become a role model for someone, you really, really get your act together. You could become a mentor. Maybe you're a new parent, teacher. You can maybe be an important family member in someone's life. You may even be just being a coach, or as someone who you are a go-to person in your family. But it's just doing society in general good. And hi, Lindsay. Thank you for watching. Glad to see you this evening as well. So we are just talking about ways to be a better person and to be happier. And when we're talking about becoming a role model, it's important to anyone and everyone, whether you know someone or they don't know you. Just being a good role model in society is good for you and others. Number 5, and we've talked about this one before as well, forgive someone. And I have an article on this one too. So again, if you go to my website, thinkmefirst.com, and type in forgive, that should take you to that article. But forgiving someone is difficult to do for anyone. And a lot of us hold a lot of grudges for a long time, and it's really not worth it, because when you're doing that, then you're losing efforts and sight on what's happening in the present. And there's a lot of precious moments that you might miss just because you are too angry to forgive someone. But I was reading a quote in someone else's group last night, and it was pretty good. It says, when you forgive yourself, you're not forgiving the other person so much, but you're helping yourself. It's not for the other person. So when you forgive, it's all about you. It's helping you, not necessarily that person that you're forgiving. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. Number 6 is going to be listen to people. One of my favorite quotes that I like is knowledge speaks while wisdom listens. And I think it's very, very important. Our society today is just so busy. People don't have time to just really sit down and talk to people or listen, and we were just doing things, we're torn this way, that way. But take time to develop connections with people. Actually listen to others. You might be surprised what you learn from them. Number 7 is going to be honest. There are honest people out there. Right now it's kind of sketchy because there's a lot going on, but they're hard to come by, but they're out there. Honesty is one of the best remedies for any situation. So I want everyone out there to challenge yourself to be honest, not only with others, but even being honest with yourself. And that's where it all starts as well. Number 8 is going to be do something you don't want to do. And again, this means that you need to keep an open mind and do things that you normally wouldn't do. This is another way to challenge yourself to be a better person and be happier, because you only live once. I know last week we talked about fear and anxiety. So if you want to refresh on that, go back to last week's WTF and you can do that, or you can read it on my blog. But when you're afraid to do things, sometimes you're missing out on some really good opportunities that you don't know about until you do it. Or if you are fearful of doing it, but you really like to do it, then again, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And the last one, number 9, is surprise someone special. Do you have a loved one in your life? I think we all do to some degree, whether it's a family member or a friend or a neighbor. Or you don't even have to love them, as long as you like them. Just do something special for someone. Not only, again, helps you, but it helps the other person. This could be something simple as buying them a simple gift that you maybe heard them talk about sometime or other. You may even just stop by for a simple chat, or help them with some yard work or something like that. Or maybe you just want to go for a walk and talk. Just do something that's kind of out of the norm and a surprise. So to conclude, if you're not taking action in your life now, chances are you're just going to live in the same cycle that you've been living in. We've all seen the movie Groundhog Day, I think, maybe, with Bill Murray. Don't be a Bill Murray. You want to change and open and grow in order to be your best self. So I just want you to ask yourself one question before I leave, and that is, are you ready to change for the better? and reply yes or no under the comments below. And if you do, also reply what you plan on doing to change today. So if you like this content, feel free to find me on my blog at thinkmefirst.com. We're also here in the Facebook group, obviously. You can also find the videos on YouTube. And if you just go to YouTube and type in Melissa Shim, that should take you to my channel. And then you can also find me on Pinterest.com/Missy Think Me First. If you want any tips, tricks, and extra hacks, I do send out one email a week, and you can sign up at my blog. And then on my blog, I also have a freebie out there. It's called Your Best Self, and it talks about boundaries and things that you can do immediately to become your best self. So it's a freebie out there. But anyways, God bless you guys. I thank every single one of you for watching, and it's always very encouraging to see people watching and show up and interact. So you all have a nice evening, and remember, thank me first. Bye.